What's up, everyone? Happy Valentine's Day if you celebrate. This is Emily, aka MHags Art, and today I am finally trying out my brand new GHIBLI Jelly Gouache set that I got for Christmas. I've been dying to try these since I got them, and I finally had some time to sit down and paint, so I figured I would turn it into a video because I thought it'd be fun to share my thoughts on them and do like a little speed paint type tutorial. I got my set in this wicked pretty powder bluish color. I also got the matching paintbrushes because, again, I just love the color of them. And they were pretty cheap, so I've been needing some round flat brushes since I don't have any. And I also just kind of wanted a set of brushes designated specifically for my gouache paints, so yeah. But yeah, of course I had to film the satisfying process of peeling all the lids off. There's something about them all next to each other, untouched and perfect, that is just so satisfying to look at. But I had to dip into them eventually to do some swatching, so it was nice while it lasted. But it's always a good idea to swatch your paints. I'm sure a lot of you know this already, but the way they look on paper can be very different than the way the paints look themselves, so it's always a good idea to swatch. After I'm done swatching, it's time to paint something. So today I'll be painting the scene from the Studio Ghibli film My Neighbor Totoro. Even though I love the look of all Studio Ghibli films, they're all beautiful, I have to say that Totoro has some of my favorite aesthetics and backgrounds and scenes. It's just such a beautiful film. So I guess I'll just describe my painting process a little bit. When painting landscapes, I find it's the easiest to paint the background first. So you want to work from the farthest thing in the background up to the closest thing in the foreground. And when it comes to starting a background, you want to paint what's called a wash over the entire thing, just so you don't have any white areas peeking through. And as you can see, I don't really make the wash perfect because it doesn't really matter how streaky or uneven it looks, since I'll be covering up like 99% of it with plants. But yeah, next I'm building up the background by painting the darkest plants and then working my way up to the lightest colored plants, just using a lighter green for each layer. So once the background is done, I move on to the characters and paint Totoro, then May. Since May is sitting on top of Totoro, she's technically the closest thing in the foreground, so that's why I painted her last. I think what really makes Studio Ghibli scenes pop, and why gouache in particular is so good for painting Studio Ghibli scenes, is the stark contrast between the light and the shadow. So I really wanted to capture that difference in the painting. And overall, I really enjoyed using the jelly gouache. I thought they were super bright and pigmented. They covered on top of each other well, which is great because to me the main appeal of gouache is layering the paint. I love the little tray it came with. It's just super convenient to open it up and your paint is all there. You don't need to squeeze them out of a tube and make a mess or anything. So if you're looking to try gouache for the first time, but you maybe don't want to pay a lot, I highly recommend this set. It's super cute and fun to use, and I'll definitely be using it a lot from now on. For the final step, I use my Pigma Micron fine liner to outline the characters. This is a great way to cover up any uneven edges from painting and also make the characters stand out more. Finally, it's time for the ultra satisfying washi tape peel. I'm so happy with how this painting turned out. It was definitely one of those paintings where when I was done, I thought, wow, I can't believe I painted this. Like, it might be one of my favorites I've ever done. I was like really happy with how the plants in particular turned out. But yeah, thank you for watching. I hope this was either helpful or maybe relaxing to watch. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing because I post new bullet journal and art videos every month. And I hope you have a nice Valentine's Day. Don't be sad if you're single. I'm single too, so I feel you and I'm here for you. But Valentine's Day to me is just a day for love, whether it's romantic or familial or platonic. So I hope you feel loved today, regardless if you're in a relationship or not, because you're awesome. You deserve love. Anyway, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.